So I'm flying to LA and I got into this verbal altercation with a TSA agent. Now I have flown a lot, probably probably thousands of flights by now. This has never happened, and I met the meanest TSA agent I've ever seen in my life, and she happened to be a black woman, and it really disappointed me. So I'm in line with my wife, and normally my wife and I go through the gate together. And or not the gate, but the little check part where they should check your ID and your boarding pass. So I walked up behind my wife and she said, "One at a time, please. One at a time, please." Right, so she's yelling. She's this big old lady, and I was like, "Oh, okay." So I backed up, and I actually knocked the thing over, and I was kind of annoyed by that, right? But I was just kind of like, "Dang!" Like I was thinking, this is kind of strange because we fly together all the time, and I've never had that happen before. Normally, because my wife had my boarding pass, and so I got back in line. And then I think because I was kind of flustered, I was going through my wallet to get my ID. So I get up to the lady, and my ID. I said, "Hold on, let me get my ID out." And then she yells, "Be prepared! Everybody, be prepared!" And I was like, I gave her my ID, and then I just kind of kept walking. And I said, "You're mean." And she said, "I'm not, wait, what do you mean I'm mean?" I said, "You're mean." I said, "You don't have to talk to people like that." And she said, and it became a loud thing. Like she's yelling across the way. Like I had walked 10 feet away from this lady. And she was like, "What do you mean I'm mean?" I said, "You are mean." And all these people are watching, right? And it's kind of sad because it's like a black on black kind of thing. But I was like, you don't have to talk to people like that. Like, what's wrong with you? Like, I understand people who have a bad mood. They, maybe got on the wrong side of the bed, or maybe your life just sucks like that. But I said, you got to show respect to people. You can't talk to people like that. And it just kind of became a thing. So I think I might have struck a chord with her, but I don't regret it one bit. And I really think that being a decent person is okay. And I think just because you a little TSA agent and you got some authority don't mean you got to be barking at people and yelling at people. I understand you got laws people got to follow, rules people got to follow, but you could be nice to people and you don't have to yell and be disrespectful. So that was my experience this morning. I'm gonna get on this airplane. I'll see y'all later. It really bothered. I've flown thousands of flights, never had this happen before, and it just sucks that it did happen with a black woman. But it was, and I think it kind of became kind of personal, like I'm a black man, like maybe she just has an issue with like the man, her daddy or something. I have no idea. But I was like, all I kept saying to her was, my wife is saying maybe I have issues, which is true. I don't have issues with black women. I had issues with that woman because that kind of behavior, not acceptable, not cool. And all I said to her, I didn't say you're a bitch, I didn't say you're an ass. I said, you don't have to talk to people that way. I said, stop being mean. So that was my point to her. Like make your point, have your authority, control your crowd. But I go through thousands of TSA agents, and I have never in my life seen a TSA agent that was that mean. And that was just not cool. And that lady was mean. Anyway,
was mean, but
all right,
you got all worked up about it. So.
I did. I got worked up.
Let's calm down and listen.
Well, all I did, I didn't get mad at her. Like I could have went off. I didn't go off. I said, "You're being mean." I said, "Stop talking to people like that." Yeah, and it was just like, she's like, "I ain't being mean." And she's yelling at me all the way across the room by now. And I was just kind of like, yo, like chill out. Like, be respectful of people. Just, I don't care what your job is, how important you feel like you are. I go places and I get treated with some level of respect, but I always respect people. I always talk to people in a way that I would want to be spoken to. And that was not cool.
She struck a chord
all
with
that,
you.
Yeah, all that yelling and barking, hell yeah, because nobody wants to be disrespected. And I think a lot of people were kind of nodding. They were happy that I said something to this lady. So anyway, that was my experience. I'm gonna get out of here, guys. I'll see y'all later. Take care now. Bye-bye.